Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for stopping by. For all of those that are new, my name is Mark and this is my Daddy Diary episode 26. Episode 26 means that we are halfway through the year, which means Sophie is 6 months old. I'm still a little bit like, how did that happen? Yep, this one is now 6 months old and she has grown tremendously. I was looking back over some old videos and pictures already, reminiscing already, like a weirdo. And I can't get over how much she's grown and the little person that she's already turning into. It's just incredible! Yeah! So on that note of the 6 months, I mentioned last week that I was going to do a Q&A session to cover the 3 to 6 month period. So if you have any questions that you'd like to add, pop them in the comments down below and I will add them into the video, which I am going to be filming very, very shortly. So this will probably be the last opportunity to add any questions in if you have them. Don't worry, I'm sure there'll be another Q&A in the future if you don't. It's fine. So on to this week. I've had quite a stressful week this week. Obviously that's not really anything to do with Sophie, but being a parent, everything kind of just gets all melded into one melting pot, shall we say. So it's been a very tough week for me personally. Like I say, I'm dealing with quite a few stressful elements that are making things just very challenging, and they're constantly in the back of my mind, and it's things that I'm worrying about, and I just feel an immense amount of pressure at the moment, which I'm sure will pass. It's having an effect on me, which then I start panicking and worrying that I might pass anything to her, and I don't want to do that. A question for you guys: do you ever have that moment where you just want to burst into tears but you can't really put your finger on exactly why? I've definitely had that this week. There have been moments this week where where things have stressed me out or whatever, and it's all getting on top of me and I just want to cry, but I don't really know exactly what's causing it. That's kind of where I'm at this week. So it's been quite a tough week. Thankfully I get to look at this little one and see those smiles, which she's not going to do right now, and for the most part everything's okay. I just wanted to say that I have had a bit of a tough week because I want to be honest and say when things are a little bit tougher. At the weekend, Dad and Mark moved back into our bedroom, and so Sophie is now sleeping at night just on her own in the nursery. That has been quite interesting because she has had a few nights where she keeps up waking up in the night, either needing a dummy or needing some teething gel because she is still teething. Obviously the teething goes on for a long time. So she has been waking up quite a bit in the night this week, which obviously then means I'm not sleeping as well as I probably could be, which again adds to that stress level. Sophie also had a fantastic week at Baby Century this week. She's really seems to be engaging with it a lot more now, really enjoying it a lot more. She seems less nervous about it. I think before she was quite nervous because there's a room full of strangers and she was just so focused on the room full of strangers that a lot of the activities weren't necessarily doing anything for her. But now she does seem to be enjoying it a lot more. She's enjoying the activities. I'm getting a lot more laughs and smiles when we're there, and she's not quite so focused on everyone else, which has been absolutely fantastic fun. And I got some great clips because it was Magic Week. I got some great clips of her with a Sorcerer Mickey plush, ironically, that was there. So I saw Mickey Mouse and went, yes, yes, let's have pictures, let's do video. Not that I haven't got a Sorcerer Mickey plush at home anyway that Sophie hasn't been able to get to yet. So there have been some upsides to the week as well. I don't want to make it sound like it's been hell, and I'm always really conscious of having a whinge when I'm doing my daddy diary, because I don't want it to come across that I'm ungrateful, because I'm not. I look at this little one and I'm abundantly aware of how lucky I am that we have such a wonderful little girl. You know, don't get me wrong. And so like I say, I'm conscious not to whinge, not to complain, because there are people out there that are far less fortunate and, you know, would probably give their right arm to be in our position. So yeah, I try to be mindful of that, but that's not to say that I don't also have tough times too. So on that note, I think I'm going to leave it there for this week. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching the videos. Don't forget to pop in your questions for the Q&A in the comments below. Hit that like button. Give me a subscribe if you've enjoyed what you're watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!